So hi, this is David Saville. Now this is second in a series of videos which is in a direct answer to a question about how to create an impossible vision when it can seem so daunting. And so that's what I'm sharing. The last one was about the people. So get a coach, for instance, because a coach helps you dig deeper than you ever knew you could and to create more than you ever knew was possible, no matter how successful you are. It's why the top people in the world have coaches. You know, Bill Gates and I know Steve Jobs had one, and Richard Branson. They have coaches. Why? Because they know through dialogue, powerful dialogue, they will create even more than they could ever conceive of before. They're not silly. So get yourself a coach. Number one. Seek out your own holy fuck coach, is what I call it. You know, the one that you see, you're excited by, and you think, yes, that's the person I want to be coached by. Seek them out, explore that with them. Number two, build your network around you. Make sure you've got at least a handful of people around you who are inspired by your mission, so they can support you, they can help you create more. Do that. Now, this is about the practical steps to actually making it happen. So obviously you've got this thing in the future. Now, a friend of mine, Tarek, he leads expeditions all over the world. So his thing is, and this is not something new, but I like hearing it from him because he's lived it. And this is very simple. When you're climbing up the mountain, don't keep looking at the peak all the time. You may glance at the peak to see what the direction you're headed in, and then look at your next step. Keep your eyes focused on the next step. In fact, when I did rock climbing, that's exactly right. When you're climbing up, not to look down, not to look too far up. You're looking at your next handhold. Where am I putting my foot next? Very much present, very much on what I can do now. Of course, you need to know perspective to see where you are, but don't live in the perspective. Do not live in the future. It's a waste of time. Live in the present. Connect to the future, live in the present. So, for you, if you've got an exciting vision that you're creating, what is something you could do today? Who could you pick the phone up to talk about it with? What practical thing could you create that could help you move towards it? You know, I do love talking about astronauts, I just fucking love them. If you want to become an astronaut, what's one tiny thing you could do today to become it if you've had no experience of that? Go online, find out what it takes to get an application. Contact someone about learning to fly, because a lot of them come from, at least they used to, come from the Air Force or come from a flying background, so you could learn to fly. You could go jump out of an aeroplane. You know, you could go do that just to get an experience of doing something extreme, so you get a sense for what your body's capable of. And go to the gym, start training like an astronaut. You know, if every day you went to the gym training like an astronaut, how much more motivated would you be to go to that gym? But the point is those are the ways of living the vision today. Now, what is your vision? What is your impossible vision? If you post it below, and tell me also, post your vision, and also what is one tiny step you are taking today to create it. It could be sending an email out. It could be brainstorming some ideas with a friend. Who knows? Post that below. If you want some help with your next step, post that as well, and I will help you find what one step could be for you. And also, what would you like support with? You know, what could I record a video on that could help you actually overcome a problem or create something fucking incredible for yourself? Post that in the comments below. Or if you don't want to do that publicly, message me directly. David at David Saville, which is SAVILLE.co.uk. Take care.